Trying to escape these physical laws or trying to outwit or outsmart or finesse these boundaries will only result in heartbreak, sadness, anger, depression, anxiety, and all of these emotions and feelings that are less desirable. What's good with y'all, man? In this video, I want to talk to y'all about how in this life, we must sacrifice something, and why having the ability to choose what that sacrifice will be is so important. I also want to talk about the contracts that our souls or our spirits signed before coming down to this earth. Now, if you would have asked me a year ago if this existence was completely random, I would have agreed with you. I would have agreed that two people came together and decided to create a life, and now I have to pay bills. Now I have to deal with emotions and sadness and anger and joy and happiness and deadlines and responsibilities and all of the trivial complexities that come along with living in this American system. I would have agreed that all those things are here and we didn't ask for any of it. I didn't ask for any of this shit, yet it's my burden to bear. Now, I want y'all to see and to realize how much of a limiting perspective that is to come from. If you're coming from the paradigm that everything around us is an effect, from politics to our parents to religion and expectations to all of these worldly things and worldly thoughts and ideas, we're all a product of it. We're at the mercy of effect instead of being the cause of the effect in our life, right? These ideas became more and more apparent to me off of a recent shroom trip where I was just writing and really, really tapping into thoughts and downloads and just universal insight. A tip for all of my psychedelic users or people that do shrooms and you want to really, really, really tap into a different energy where you feel like you get into that flow state a lot easier. And when I speak on a flow state, it's just a state of creativity and awareness and consciousness and understanding and complete manipulation of the physical body. That's what I identify as the flow state. I've been there, athletes and entertainers, they've been there. Now the goal is to keep yourself in this flow state by whatever means that you need to achieve that ability, right? When I was in that flow state and I was off the shrooms and I was just writing and spilling my thoughts onto the paper, I came to the conclusion that, we asked for all of this. We asked to be here. We asked for all the things that come along with this existence. And there are two boundaries of this physical existence that we cannot escape. And you see people trying to escape it every single day. And these boundaries are time and karma, meaning what goes around comes around and you can never get the time back. Trying to escape these physical laws or trying to outwit or outsmart or finesse these boundaries will only result in heartbreak, sadness, anger, depression, anxiety, and all of these emotions and feelings that are less desirable. And I say that the ability to choose our sacrifices because we have to choose if we really want to reap the benefits of everything that this world has to offer and all of the gifts and fruits of this physical existence. We have to choose to sacrifice something in order to work towards something else. When you look at the Kybalion, and that's the book that I've been reading, not that I've been reading, I've read before, but the teachings and the principle in this book became so apparent during that shroom trip, and everything kind of culminated. Everything kind of made sense for that 2 to 3 hours while I was peaking. The Kybalion, for those that don't know, is a set of teachings or hermetic principles. And these teachings, I don't know them all off the top of my head, but essentially the principle of correspondence, as above, so below, the principle of polarity. Everything is just a varying degree or two different extremes on the same scale or the same spectrum. The principle of cause and effect, meaning that if I do something like hit my bag, then that sends a ripple effect, that sends a vibration throughout the physical makeup of this bag. There is no escaping these laws from a mental plane, from a physical plane, and from a spiritual plane. We exist within these boundaries and there's no getting out of it. That's why you got to be very, very cautious of the things you watch on the internet and the music you listen to and the people you surround yourself with, because that energy just flows. It just goes inside your brain, inside your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is a machine that is always running. It's always going. So it can't decide whether something is good or bad. It's just going to take the information and take the phenomena that you give it, and it'll act upon whatever it is that's being impressed upon it. When I say we have to make a sacrifice, man, we got to choose to put something down. We got to choose to give something up, because there are a lot of earthly physical and carnal desires that distract us, especially living in America. Everything is at our fingertips. Amazon can deliver a package in a touch of a button. We can listen to anything we want. We can watch any movie. We have endless streaming services and millions of hours of pornography on the internet. And I say this to say that you gotta give something up. We got access to all the drugs in the world. You have to give something up if you want to make a change. You gotta understand that discipline ultimately will lead to freedom. And if you have the discipline to go without, and you have the discipline to mentally withstand certain things, it'll ultimately lead to that freedom that you desire. Wherever it is that you want to be in life, whatever destination you want to reach, you have to have discipline. There's no way around it. You have to have discipline, and that discipline will lead to freedom. Back to the Hermetic principles, the one that has always, since I read the book, had an effect on me and my thought process is the principles of correspondence. As above, so below. What you put in is what you get out. And again, I said this before, if you spend your time scrolling, swiping, and searching and sleeping, the 4 S's, you have to find a way to eliminate or cut down on the 4 S's in 2020, because it's so easy to fall victim to the internet. It's so easy to fall victim to laying in bed when so much negative is going on around us. You know, it's easy to just look and get depressed. Damn, man, why is that happening in the world? Damn, why the fuck I gotta wear a mask? Damn, why I gotta vote for 2 old ass presidential candidates that neither of them have my best interests at heart. All right? You can't continue to put your faith and your trust and your energy into other people and think that all of your desires and all of your wants will come to fruition, because it just doesn't work like that, man. You're trying to outwit and escape these laws of time and karma, and it's just not, it's unrealistic, man. It's unrealistic. You have to choose your sacrifice. It's as simple as that, man. To anybody listening, male, female, non-binary, young, old, you have to choose your sacrifice in order to get what you want. In order to have that mental peace and that mental clarity, you gotta give something up. And again, when you guys hear me speak in these videos, I'm not perfect. I'm so far from perfect. Anybody that knows me know that I'm constantly working on myself every day. And I get in my own head because I know I have the ability to do great things. And I know I have the ability to be what I want to be. But again, I fall victim to the 4 S's. Scrolling, swiping, searching, and sleeping, as we all do. I find myself giving my time to things that don't serve me. And I say these things on camera because I want to get this energy and relay these messages out to you. But again, I want to have it as a staple in my foundation and the things that I believe in and the things that I hold in my core, right? This existence is time in versus time out, and it's completely novelty, in my opinion, man. Everything that we see around us is just a perception of how we take in reality and how we take in phenomena. You have to take the time out. You have to take the time out to disengage from the media, disengage from news, politics, religion, the opinions of others. I can give y'all 10 things to disengage from. Disengage from unhealthy food, disengage from the lack of sleep, disengage from misinformation, and disengage from unhealthy thoughts. And last but not least, disengage from the fear that is in your head, man. Disengage from that fear, because fear is gonna hold us back. Fear is gonna hold us back from achieving what we need to achieve. It's gonna hold us back, and it's gonna limit us. All right? Fear is a very, very limiting emotion, and honestly, it's one of the worst things that we've been given, man. As far as our human existence, man, the fact that we fear things and we fear what goes on around us, it's usually just a direct reflection of our ability and how much we believe in ourselves. If we fear to try new things, or if we fear to speak out against something, or we fear to give ourselves a chance, man. We fear to give ourselves a chance at life and a chance to succeed. Ultimately, that's going to continue to hold us back if we allow it to. The biggest thing that I want to get through to you guys in this video is that you are the cause and not the effect. You are not a victim, or you're not at the mercy of the things that go on around you. From politics to religion to expectations, man, you are not a victim. Just because Donald Trump may get reelected doesn't mean that your life you'll be a victim of racism and the police are going to kill you and you harbor these negative thoughts. Yo, if you want to go around manifesting that, then go for it, man. Everything is mental. the thoughts that you conceive and the spiritual balance that you have within you, it will display. It'll always display everywhere you go, and the things that you bring into your life and the things that you attract. So with that being said, man, I want y'all to all have a nice day. I want y'all to all get out here and create something, manifest something, become the ruler of your own destiny right now and not tomorrow. And don't wait on a politician or a boyfriend or girlfriend to come and save you. None of that is going to happen, man. It starts with you.